Hey everybody, how's everybody doing out there? Vinyl Spin coming at you again for another installment of my vinyl finds. Records here that I got from a friend of mine recently, so let's get started. Here's the All Things Must Pass by George Harrison. I will definitely be bumping this up. But yeah, great album here. Slightly worn. Yeah, a 10. And he had a sister, an older sister, Louise Harrison Caldwell. Yeah, sister of George Harrison. This record here was really a fun treat. Recorded live by WMEX in Boston, WNOR in Norfolk, WHK in Cleveland, WKNR in Detroit, KIMN in Denver. Questions all about the Beatles answered by Louise Harrison Caldwell. Yeah, lots of fun. I believe this was recorded in different schools, and you hear the announcers there and all these different kids asking her questions, and recorded in about 65, I think. Yeah, but very fun listen. She handles all the questions very well. See. Yeah, Recar. It's on Recar Records. Beautiful condition. And an odd one here I never heard of. No, just kidding. If you haven't heard this guy, man. Tons of radio play. Yeah. Bruce Springsteen, the boss. Now, I'm missing their first album here, which had their big hit Afternoon Delight. Sky Rockets in Flight, Afternoon Delight. Love that song. Real nice acoustic vocal band here. Beautiful harmonies, both guys and their wives. This is their follow-up. Take the thing off there. Not bad. But there's just, some hit and miss songs on there that are, so-so. But if you're into that type of stuff, kind of a folky pop rock acoustic and beautiful vocals, you might like this band. Yeah, there's the one guy and his wife. And the other guy and his wife. And then this album by Steely Dan had most of their big radio hits. I know there was a movie out called FM, featured a lot of big bands in the soundtrack at the time, and Steely Dan was one on that soundtrack. But yeah, Asia. Excellent album. I love Steely Dan. Love their stuff. And even Donald Fagen's Nightfly album from '82. With this song IGY, International Geophysical Year, and the whole album was great all the way through. And sadly, Walter Becker just passed away about a week or two ago. There's Donald Fagen. Just look at all those hits. Yeah, superb musicians. And then one that I was actually missing, Gold. Yeah, I've got these in these, but yeah, they're all they're all these records that I got from my friend, just about in brand new condition. Rod Stewart gets into the disco in 1978 with Blondes Have More Fun. If you want my body, or do you want my body? Do you think I'm sexy? Come on, baby, let me know. Something like that in the lyrics. Yeah, man, he had an incredible output of music. I think he was one of the very earliest artists featured on the very first cycle of songs in a 24-hour period of MTV's first broadcast day, 8/1/81, August 1st. And he was in that batch. And of course the Buggles, you know, Video Killed the Radio Star was the very first song they ever played. Rod Stewart again with a later, much later, Infatuation, big radio hit. Camouflage, with a hype sticker still on there. This is the Styx I wasn't too crazy about. I lost interest in most of Styx's music in their Pieces of 8, 78. 79 forward kind of tanked for me. But, you know, just as a completist. And there was songs on here, hit and miss, that I, you know, liked okay. But their earlier days, when they weren't even known, didn't even get any radio play. And then a DJ up in Chicago there thought, this band deserves to get some, you know, deserves a listening audience. So on his late night show, he started playing all of their really early albums from 72, 73, 74. And suddenly it was a smash, and it put them on, you know, got them going, you know, got their career going. In about 75 or 6. Donna Summer. Boy, she had the disco hits, didn't she? One after another. Yeah. I Feel Love. Giorgio Moroder teamed up with her on synth for a lot of her disco music. Giorgio Moroder. He did the soundtrack to, I think the theme music at least, to Midnight Express. Great movie. If you haven't seen Midnight Express. And Giorgio Moroder also did the electronic synth music heard in the 1982 movie starring Nastasia Kinski and Malcolm McDowell, Cat People. Check out that soundtrack. More Donna Summer I was missing. I got a lot by her now. I love disco, soul, funk, rhythm and blues. Love it all. Motown sound. There's virtually none of that I do not like. Those guys can make some music. 10cc. My favorite by them is their one with a big hit, I'm Not in Love. The soundtrack, I think, is the title of that album. Something Something Soundtrack from 75. This here is more hit and miss. And I love the cover on this one. This cover here reminds me a little bit of High End. Is it High Infidelity or... No, it's not that one. But anyway, REO Speedwagon had an album cover that reminded me a lot of this one. And when I'd see them at a distance in their racks, I'd get the two of them confused. Yeah, very clever there. The doors come out right on that building's outer ledge. Something that you would, you know, see in one of your dreams at night. The Best of Johnny Taylor. Disco Lady was his big hit on this one. Da 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 da, ba 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 ba. Disco Lady. Oh yes, another group that had two variations of their front cover. Slightly different, you know, props in the back, the placement, Groups in a slightly different stance and different expressions on their faces. The more popular one that I saw all the time has all three members smiling. This one was the version where they're just, you know, somber. You know, they're not smiling in this one. So now I've got both variations in that, kind of like, you know, Hall & Oates did. Three Dog Night, mega radio play here in the USA back in the day. Loads of great music here. Hard rock band, kind of a psyche edge to them. Excellent music. Yeah. Lots of albums. All their big hits on there. Toto, another big popular band from the late 70s into the early 80s. 86, I think, was their last big radio hit, and then they kind of faded out. Pete Townsend of The Who, Chinese Eyes. Was there anything on here? I don't recognize anything on here, but I know there was at least one or two songs off that one that were radio hits because I listened to it and recognized them. Tina Turner. Yeah. Sang the theme music to Mad Max in the Thunderdome. Yeah, her and, you know, Ike and Tina. And The Who. Who Are You? Great album. Loved that song when it came out. Great synth interlude there in the center. Long song. Kind of progressive. They put out a ton of stuff. My favorite album by them of all time has got to be that rock opera Tommy from '69. Probably my all-time favorite pop rock proto-prog album concept. That album there from '69, my all-time favorite. Very melodic. I think it's the melodic songwriting that I like so much. And then Paul McCartney, Ram, missing this one. Yeah, I love all the Beatles solo albums, and of course he was with Wings here. Songs Must Be on the Inner. I was thinking that tonight, what was it? In '79, I was down at the lake painting houses, and this song, their '79 song, I was thinking was on this album, ended up being just a single. Something Tonight. Tonight was in the title. Been a long time on that one. And I don't see any big radio hits on that one. Stevie Wonder. Wow, boy. His early 70s to mid 70s was my favorite period. I think he put about 3, 4, 5 albums out back to back to back, and that was his pinnacle. That was his pinnacle. Just excellent albums. Had ambient street sounds in there, and, you know, just wonderful listens all the way through. Very creative, fertile period for him. A classic here, yeah. I've already got this, but this is a bump up copy. Very clean. I think mine was a reissue, and this is the original. It's got that matte finish on it. Yeah, every song on there. I love his first 3 to 5 albums the best. And here is a later one from '82 when they were kind of shifting over into the digital age. Trans. Another good album here. A little bit more, you know, trying out something a little more futuristic here than his acoustic sounds of the early days. I just was watching YouTube videos and ran across a real cool you know, video of him shopping in a record store late at night on a rainy night, and he runs across a bootleg with him on it, and he, you know, and then you got a lot of videos on there with him on his property in his home, just kind of chilling with his friends in his living room. Here's FM. Yeah, loads of Boston, Jimmy Buffett, Doobie Brothers, Eagles, Dan Fogelberg. Oh gosh, look at all those. Yeah, just loaded. Yeah, fun movie. And it kind of reminds me of WKRP in Cincinnati, the TV series. Yeah, FM. No static at all. Yet I have heard static on FM, so it's not fully static free. Heavy Metal, another animated classic rock movie with, I don't know, it's kind of a sci-fi flick that was animated and had a lot of heavy metal music in it from all these different